Today we are here because we have received funding from the Global Investment Fund to train 2,500 DCS officials. So today we are training the first cohort of 62 officials who are going to be master trainers to roll out this training. The training will be on reducing barriers for vulnerable groups to access HIV, TB, and STI interventions. So we are hoping that with this master trainers being trained, they will then be the champions of the training in the management areas and make sure that whatever they learn here, they then share with other officials as well as the correctional officials in the DCS. This is not only for them to benefit offenders, but the knowledge that they will gain will help them to assist other vulnerable groups in the communities in the context of HIV, TB, and STI treatment. So we're hoping that this will assist with having more equitable access to health programs that are related to these three areas.
As part of our coordination work, it is important that we work with the government departments that are involved in the HIV response. So the Department of Correctional Services is one of the key stakeholders in regards to the response to the three epidemics. So the aim of this training is to capacitate the DCS officials in dealing with the human rights issues that affect the inmates, because the inmates are one of the key populations in the National Strategic Plan for HIV, STIs and TB. And we know that there are a lot of issues that the DCS officials have to deal with regards to the management of HIV within the correctional services. Those issues are dealing with the human rights barriers to access to services.
The reason for me to attend this workshop on HIV and AIDS, it is because of my responsibility to educate staff on matters that are related to their own development so as to be effective and efficient in their work, and also to share knowledge in terms of legislative prescripts that guides the work that we do within correctional services. So for me to attend this workshop, it is also to empower myself in terms of getting more knowledge in terms of how DCS, in terms of its management, should support the national strategic plan of the country in fighting HIV and AIDS within the workplace. Because if you look at the strategic plan, it is mostly focused on society in general. But at the same time, correctional services as a unique environment to other workplaces. In that workplace, we have both our officials, which are the employee population, as well as offender population, for which the management of DCS has the responsibility to make sure it meets the needs of both these sets of communities within its environment. So for me as an HRD manager, is to acquire that knowledge and also to assist management in terms of, even with budget allocations, it is responsive, or it helps to make sure that we comply with the 4 current strategic goals of the National Strategic Plan in terms of HIV and AIDS, STIs and TB.